San Diego, sunshine, and specialty food. These three things are all coming together in January 2026 for the first annual Specialty Food Association's Winter Fancy Fair. I'm Susan Choi, and with me is Chris Nemchek, VP of Trade Shows for the Specialty Food Association, here to give us the scoop on this new event. Chris, thanks so much for joining me.
Well, thank you for having me, Susan, and it's always a good time talking about the Winter Fancy Faire.
Absolutely. I got to tell you, Chris, I was a bit surprised when I heard about this new show because the fancy food shows, they are the stuff of legends, massive attendance at every show, so many amazing exhibitors. Chris, tell us, how is this new Winter Fancy Faire event? How is it different from the other shows that you all have done?
We need to really connect with our community on a higher level than where we have been. We run our show in the summer at the Javits Center in New York. We're coming off of that in late June, and it was a really great show. It's our flagship event. We had folks coming from 60 different countries and showing their products to our buyer community, and a lot of energy there. And, on our West Coast, we decided we needed to inject some life and some energy and connect with that community. So what's different about it? Well, one of the things is, our shows are usually in a convention center. And in the Winter Fancy Faire, we're taking the show. We will have a big show in the convention center, but we're also going to connect with the community. We're going outside the convention center, and we are having something called our campus tasting tour. And that is taking place in 3 neighborhoods around San Diego, where we're involving some of the great restaurants in the neighborhoods of Little Italy, the Gaslamp Quarter, and also Barrio Logan. So there's some great chefs around that are going to be part of this. And what's going to happen is our members are going to be able to place products in those restaurants, and those products will be on the menus in these restaurants. That's a new way for folks to introduce their products to the community. That's one. Another way that it's different is we're really going to take advantage of our spot on the calendar. We're first out of the gate. We are in January, the first food show of the new year, and we're going to take advantage of that by being the place where new products are launched and where new innovations are discovered. It's not just going to be walking up and down the aisles of a trade show. There'll be so much more.
What are some experiences that you guys will be presenting for the first time at Winter Fancy Faire that you're really excited about?
So there'll be a lot of them, but I'll tell you about a few. We are excited to launch a lot of these, and one of them is called our Spotlight Shop. This is a really cool area that is like a modern retail experience, and it's curated by retail experts. And so our members that are exhibitor companies are going to have the opportunity to place their product in 5 different categories, and buyers will come by and see the products as they will look on shelves and as they will operate on shelves in their own stores. And so there'll also be a QR code for scanning, and that'll help the buying community interact with those exhibitors very quickly and very efficiently. There's another area called the First Taste Table. That's an area that will be scheduled seatings throughout the days of the show, and visitors to this area will have a first chance to taste our 𝗂𝗶𝗶 Award finalists side by side. And this is a great sneak peek for our buyer community to see the products that will be presented as our 𝗂𝗶𝗶 Award winners while we're in San Diego at Winter Fancy Faire. And there's also an area called Discovery Point. This is really where innovation happens at our show. And this is a chef demo area. And so there'll be a lot of experimentation and innovation happening. New products will be created at the show. There'll also be areas that will focus on some educational opportunities like sustainability, for instance, or locality, and different types of topics that are really pertinent to our community today, especially.
And finally, Chris, why rewrite the trade show playbook, so to speak? Why come up with this new Winter Fancy Faire concept now?
What we're doing here with the Winter Show is really launching a new show. We're saying goodbye to our Winter Fancy Food Show and launching the Winter Fancy Faire. And the reason for doing that is because our community is changing. lots of young people are coming in producer roles, they're coming in buyer roles, they're coming in leadership roles, they're coming in retail, food service, and all over our community. Our community is getting younger and younger, and we want to be really in lockstep with our community and producing shows that really align with the way they want to receive information, the way they want to interact with members of the maker community, and how they want to interact with members of the buying community. So some of the things that we do in our summer show, we're going to keep, and we continue running that show really well. But we thought we'd take the Winter Fancy Fair and really, really connect in a new and better way with our community and really become attuned with how they like to consume information and run their businesses today.
All right, Chris Nemchek, VP of Trade Shows for the Specialty Food Association, talking to us about Winter FancyFaire. Thank you so much, Chris.
Well, thank you for having me today. It's been a pleasure.
For more information about Winter FancyFaire, you can head over to the Specialty Food Association's website, specialtyfood.com. And that wraps up this show. My name is Susan Choi. And don't forget, you can check out all of our great content by clicking on this playlist. Till next time, take care.